everyone, it's Jane once again and welcome back to another perfume video. Thank you for tuning in. Today we are going to talk about some new fragrance releases for 2022. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. If you enjoyed fragrance related content, please head on down below, click on the red subscribe button, make sure it turns a gray color. Make sure to click on the bell icon as well to be notified whenever a new video is uploaded in the channel. It is time to catch up on some new fragrance releases for 2022. I may be a little late to sample some of these fragrances as I've been on a low buy since the start of the year. Mainly because I have too many fragrances to go through, plus I have been wanting to keep the size of my collection to absolute loves only, so I haven't really been buying or blind buying much. I also mostly get samples or decants or travel sprays or discovery sets, and I've been buying smaller bottles unless the fragrance I like do not come in smaller sizes. And also I had waited on the recent Sephora VIB sale to save some cash because this hobby can really get out of control in terms of the spending. I'm really trying to keep to my budget as much as possible. Timestamps are by the way written in the description box so you can jump right to the part or parts that are relevant to you. Going back to new fragrances, I have 4 new fragrance releases to feature this week. I will have dedicated videos for each one, and it is a series of short review videos so you are at a liberty to pick out which fragrances interest you. Leave out the ones that do not. All of these are designer releases and flankers to existing popular fragrances. In this video, I am going to let you know all about the new SI PASSIONE ECLAT Eau de Parfum. I love Cate Blanchett and I love that she's the face of SI, including the SI PASSIONE flankers. Earlier this year, I have decided to get a bottle of Passione Intense, and when this came out, I knew I had to get this one too. As opposed to the opaque red bottle of original Passione and flanker SI PASSIONE Intense, Eclat's bottle is a lovely transparent red like so. I love that I can see the level of the juice inside. The SI bottles look like giant nail polish bottles, but I quite like them, especially the red Passione bottles, and most especially this one. The rest of the bottle design is as the original, and the sprayer on this is a lovely one. This is available in 30, 50, and 100 ml bottle sizes. This, by the way, is the 50 ml. This is a floral fruity fragrance for women. Perfumer is Julie Mas or Julie Masse, as is all or almost all SI fragrances. Eclat is French for dazzling effect or brilliant or luminous. I hope this lives up to the name. Top notes on this are blackcurrant and Calabrian bergamot. Heart notes are rose centifolia and Damascus rose. The base has white musk and bourbon vanilla. If original SI PASSIONE is the most fruit-forward one and Passione Intense is more about the vanilla and musk, this iteration of SI PASSIONE is all about the rose. Essentially a fruity rose vanilla perfume, this has a fresh, clean bounce about it. Essentially rose-infused SI PASSIONE, not weighed down by some patchouli or deep woodiness or thick musk. If you've smelled Dolce Rose, this is pretty similar but with more elegance and style. Something that Cate Blanchett will rock on a warm spring-summer day. This goes into a clean, almost shampoo direction, which to me will make for a great day out in warm weather wearing a chic sleeveless chiffon top. Casual but not quite, this is the perfume to wear. The rose here is fresh, light, and airy, not green at all as sometimes fresher rose fragrance can be. Although it dominates the composition, it does not come off too much. If you love rose, this deserves a spot in your collection in my honest opinion. If you're on the fence about rose fragrances, you can still really give this one a try. This isn't an in-your-face kind of rose. The fruits add that luminous sparkling quality, and although this is sweet, it isn't a deep vanilla sweetness, more fruity floral sweet. The fruity opening will lure you in. It is a head-turning, captivating face of this fragrance, and quite frankly, my favorite part. I wish this fragrance stayed on that way. The SI PASSIONE DNA is not lost in this one. If you're a SI PASSIONE fan, you'd recognize this as SI PASSIONE. Less fruity, more floral rose to be exact, a little more grown-up than original SI, but fruity, fun, playful, and sweet nonetheless. I definitely prefer this to original SI PASSIONE. This has a fairly strong projection in the first 30 minutes to an hour of spray, after which this sits closer and closer to skin. On initial spray, the scent fills up the room and you leave a wonderful compliment-getting trail behind. Longevity on me lasts at least 6 hours. You know me, I top up midday, so it could be longer. On hair, this stays on the next day till the next day if you don't wash your hair. On the Sephora website, the 50 ml goes for $102 and $135 for the 100 ml bottle. I got this bottle for a discounted price during the last spring VIB sale earlier in April. Pretty sure this is coming to local department stores, fragrance counters, as SI and SI PASSIONE are being distributed locally by Rustans. This is a perfect fit for tropical weather. Definitely a daytime perfume, warm weather, year-round wear for tropical climate. Could even be signature scent worthy. This is not too juvenile, fruity to not appeal to women past their teens. In fact, I see this more appealing to career women of any age. This is more of a grown-up, fresh, almost body mist type fruity rose perfume. I can definitely get away wearing this every day to work, as this isn't too much of anything, making this easy on everybody's nose. Inoffensive and very much likable. Definitely feminine leaning, this one. Safe to blind buy? Most definitely. I did blind buy this, but that's because I love SI PASSIONE Intense and I would like a fresher, less fruity iteration, so I banked on this one, and luckily is a successful purchase for me. Plus, I do love me a great fruity rose vanilla perfume. I have a couple in my collection already. If you abhor blackcurrant in perfumes, although not a screaming note here, sample this one first. Although the blackcurrant is subtle, it is there in the background. If you're not a fruity rose vanilla fan, then maybe sample this one as well. But other than that, there is a good chance you'd like this. I can see this as a great gift for the coming Mother's Day, especially for younger moms or actually moms of any age. If you're looking to try SI PASSIONE, this is a good iteration to start with. This has the right amount of fruity sweetness, the right amount of floral rosy touch, and does not have that intense patchouli in the base that may be off-putting to some. No pink pepper punch as well on this, unlike the original. Full bottle worthy? Very much so, yes, to me. It is not redundant to own if you have SI PASSIONE Intense or PASSIONE Eau de Parfum. This is your daytime perfume, and transition to deeper PASSIONE EDP or PASSIONE Intense if you're going out at night. You do not have to own all 3 bottles, by the way, just saying that this is sufficiently different from the 2 other PASSIONEs and the most daytime appropriate one. If you, however, already own Dolce Rose, Very Good Girl by Carolina Herrera, and other similar vanilla and fruity rose combination, then you may want to put this on hold. Sample first to decide if you really need this in your collection. What I'm saying is that this isn't incredibly unique to blow your mind and make you go run and get a bottle at this moment, but is nonetheless lovely to own. Overall, rating this perfume an 8 out of 10. Not perfect, but not average smelling at all to me. The sweet spot between incredibly niche unique and incredibly designer mainstream. There is, as I've said, an airy bounce about this perfume, aptly called eclat, but not in a juvenile way. This is an elegant perfume to my eyes, but easy to wear. You don't have to be in the right mood, so to speak. One that the wearer and the people around the wearer would enjoy. This is an easy reach for me personally, one that I have many occasions in mind to wear. I even see myself wearing this to a summer outdoor wedding as a guest. So, how many of you guys are looking to try or own this fragrance? Among the SI perfumes, the SI PASSIONE flankers are my favorite. They are the least ship-like and definitely more forgiving on that patchouli note that's a hit or miss ingredient for me. And this flanker to the flanker is definitely one to own for me personally. And with that, I thank you all for joining me today. Don't forget to catch the other 3 videos in the series featuring other new designer fragrance releases for 2022. And don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and click on the bell icon to be notified of future videos in the channel. Take care you all. I hope you enjoyed this video. Smell your absolute best and see you in the next one. Bye!